Alrighty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come world! Hey. All right. too. I'm gonna get you too. Get off, Krab! I'm gonna get you too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Prepare to fly, Krab. Come on! There's a car coming. Yeet! Beep beep, Eugene! Beep beep, Eugene! Beep beep, Eugene! Yeet! Beep beep, Eugene! Oh, that hurt! Yo! All right, now this is getting embarrassing.
Wow!
Eugene! Beep, beep, Eugene! There's a car coming! Yeet! 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 Beep, beep, Eugene! Yeet! 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 Ah, that hurt! I'll squash you like the pest you are! Beep, beep, Eugene! I may be a clone, but I'm not a zombie like the rest. Prepare to fry, Krab. Better look both ways, Eugene. Yeet! There's a car coming. Yeet! 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 Beep beep, Eugene! Ah, that hurt! I'll squash you like the best you are! Burn, Krab! Burn!
Oh yeah. Alrighty.
Salutations, young restaurantee! You've been grinding that day shift, dealing with the same old boring customers, watching the sunshine just beyond your grasp. For some, this may be a sad and pathetic lifestyle, but for others, it's the job they've been dreaming of. Why not crank it up a notch? That's right, if you've been assigned to watch this tape, your restaurant now runs a constant 24 hours a day. While you don't have to deal with that drab daytime customers, the nighttime introduces a wide variety of wacky, zany nut jobs that would only come crawling out of their cesspools shrouded in darkness. However, these customers are the least of your problems. The real threat to your fine place of business? The refreshment junkies. These scum roam the sea bottom in search of ill-prepared night shift employees. Their only means of getting in are unlocked entryways, but you wouldn't want to lock them tight, otherwise you might suffer from severe suffocation. But we wouldn't want a lawsuit on our hands. To that end, it's important to remember to pee. What is pee, you may ask? Listen closely. Protect every entrance. That's right, without pee, your existence would be as dry as retention. Now, how does one keep these addicts at bay? It's quite simple, really. Sit and wait patiently for one of these hooligans to attempt a break-in. When you hear one of them trying to squirm in, run up and kick them in the face. Not above or below the nose, directly in the center to ward them off. If you're lucky, their septum will snap, forcing them to retreat back from whence they came. Good for you! You're learning how to inflict pain upon the evil that plagues you. Hotspots include the front and back doors, bathroom windows, and basement hatches. Let's say one of these criminals fully opened an entryway. What happens then? Well, these creeps adore the Shroud of Shadows, so they'll slip behind you and damage the fuse box, making their approach all the more menacing. From here, you only have the aspiration of your shift ending. Otherwise, the junkies will storm in and overpower you, drinking from our precious dispensers. Freeloading scum! Anyway, that's all you need to know. Have a safe and spectacular night, employee. This restaurant is not held responsible for any supernatural events, killers, or auditory distractions that may impede your chance of defending your establishment.
Ha. Ha. Ha 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 ha. 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 Here. How? How? Huh.
Bye.
Yep. Yep.
How? Okay.
Nosferatu!
Huh. Huh. Huh.
Hello, everybody. We're gonna die because I'm rocking, like, barely any sleep. Padre only got, like, 3 hours of sleep. We
let
record.
me tell you about my wee little tummy
Oh,
ache
yeah.
and my binging of Sam and Max Save the World Remastered. By the way, love that game. Grew up into my tweens with that game, or series of games, I suppose. Waiting for the other 2 remastered seasons as we speak. But yeah, went to bed around 3 that prior night. Didn't actually sleep until 4, and then 3.5 hours later, I woke up with the worst stomach ache because I had like 4 large pieces of pork schnitzel and a whole bunch of fries.
Why would you do that?
Because I was hungry and I gorged the out of pork.
Okay.
Anyways, industrial park. Let me tell you about industrial pork, alright? Let me tell you about that. We actually had quite a number of segments cut out of this level. This was going to be a lot longer of a level than what it currently is. We were obviously going to have the segment, that's first, with Mr. Krabs going through the alleyways. And then after that, it was going...
I think after that, you were supposed to go through a building. It was like a building section. I remember you drew a concept art for that or something at one point.
I think maybe.
Like because we cut that whole bit out where Mr. Krabs just teleports to the rooftop, you know, with that little short cut scene. Originally, you were actually going to be able to explore that building you entered. It was going to be a whole segment in there. Then it was going to be the rooftops. After the rooftops, it was going to be the boss fight with the airplane instead of being on the rooftops gunning down Plankton.
So just to give people context, this was like our first prime 3 a.m. late night Padre and Dave session. Where we were both horribly sleep deprived. And this was back in 2019, pretty sure.
Yeah, it was like early 2019.
So, you know, we're sitting there brainstorming, and we're like, okay, here we are, right? What if Mr. Krabs just rips open his shirt? And he just pulls out a damn minigun that has mayonnaise in it, and he just starts blasting at Plankton without a care in the world. Before we scrapped out the plane sections, it was gonna be like SpongeBob and Patrick in a plane, like on an on-rails section, much like in Creature from the Krusty Krab, because that is also another one of my favorite sections from that game. Trying to emulate that sort of thing of just like moving your plane around and shooting obstacles in front of you while dodging, on-screen prompts, which would be Plankton trying to attack you and stuff like that. Very cinematic looking, all that sort of fun stuff. And then the other main section, instead of the boss that you have here in this game, it was going to be Mr. Krabs running around on the wings of the propeller plane, dodging Plankton's attacks and like slowing him down while also whittling his health down. And it was stupidly epic and hilariously dumb. We scrapped it for obvious technical reasons and sanity.
And it also would have made the level really long. I think also, I don't think we actually going to have Mr. Krabs' health. Like, we were going to just use that airplane health bar that you made, the icon. And, you know, eventually we didn't even do that. We just settled the whole rooftop battle with Mr. Krabs and all that.
Yeah. I mean, it did turn out well. Plankton was actually he was not only the first boss of the game, but he also had the esteemed privilege of getting the animation revamp treatment, which turned out very well because, believe me when I say, that looks a lot better than what he originally looked like, being stop motion and looking like a stiff piece of bean.
So the Krusty Krab. This level was more of the simpler ones for me to make, mostly because the game mechanics were pretty simple. And the whole level was just, a copy-paste of 3M and the Krusty Krab's Krusty Krab map, basically. Which, by the way, is also used in the lobby screen as well. Originally, the level was just a single segment of, surviving 1 hour, and that's it. But then we decided to add in difficulties, starting from, the easiest to the hardest, as well as a training videotape to teach the player the game mechanics if they didn't quite understand it.
Additionally, the hash-slinging slasher was one of the characters that got the reanimation vamping. I handled his animations. Despite him being the most simplistic in terms of rig, he was actually the most complex to animate because I had to account for him appearing in different places at different times. You had like your baseline animations like walking and running and all that, but I had to make location-specific animations that I didn't have a point of reference of, so I had to visualize it within my brain, my big, thick brain.
That smooth brain of yours.
We don't talk about my smooth brain. Nobody shall know from the Tentacle Acres or Bargain Mart. Dev commentary is what happened. The past is in the past. But yeah, anyways, despite being complex and being simple, it was actually the most fun to animate. Because I think my favorite animation in that whole thing was just like him leaping through the window, like running up to the window, and then just like going into a box and then popping his limbs out. I thought that was just like a nice sort of touch.